Welcome back to the program. We are going through the NCAA tournament. A lot of talk about Middle Tennessee, and rightfully so. So let's go back to St. Louis. John Burton caught up with Giddy Potts, who was certainly a star in the upset win over Michigan State on Friday. Unfortunately, could not duplicate that effort yesterday in the loss to Syracuse, but so much to be proud of. Giddy Potts with John Burton after the game.
With Giddy Potts outside the Middle Tennessee State locker room, Giddy, the high of Friday beating Michigan State to the low of today losing to Syracuse. What's that emotionally been like for you?
That's bad for us. I think we kept that game on our shoulders and we weren't able to overcome it. And I think that was a big point of this game. That's why we came out and played as bad as we did.
You guys only down 4 at the half, despite only shooting about 34%. You had to feel good going into the second half. What do you think went wrong?
We came out and made some threes and got the ball to the rim. They just came out. We couldn't get in stops down the stretch, and they came out and made a lot of tough shots.
An incredible run, though, for you guys. What do you think this run has done to put Middle Tennessee State on the map and put this program on the map as well?
It helps us a lot. I think it helps the school and this conference to help us get a lot of better games in the off-season. I mean, not off-season, non-conference schedule, and just to help our conference.
Well, congratulations on a great season. I know it's a disappointment for you, but we'll see you next year.
All right, thank you.
John, thank you very much. Good coverage up there in St. Louis. The Blue Raiders falling yesterday. Just a great weekend, though, in general, and lots to be excited about moving forward. Potts is back. Reggie Upshaw is back. You've got some pieces there already on the roster. You've got a good recruiting class. I know Kermit Davis is excited about coming in next year. So there's things to build off of, things to build forward with, reasons to be excited about what this team could do next year in Conference USA moving forward. Perhaps more NCAA tournament appearances on the horizon. And ultimately, that's what you want. You want more opportunities to get there, more opportunities to win these games. And they're starting to get in that way. Kermit Davis now with this program in the tournament twice in 4 years. This year on the automatic bid from Conference USA, which was certainly special for them. And then they win a game. That's what it's all about, getting in and doing damage once you get there. Reason to hope for the future. One of those guys, certainly Reggie Upshaw. Here's Upshaw with the media after the game yesterday in St. Louis.
Is that something you'll take away from receiving this emotional loss?
I mean, yeah. The whole city of Murfreesboro, I know they're proud of what we've done this year. We were picked to finish like second, third, or fourth in our conference, and we ended up winning the conference tournament and then beating one of the best teams where a lot of people had Michigan State winning the national championship. So just to accomplish those things with this team means a lot, especially from where we came from last year.
Tried to ask this already. I apologize if you have. That 2-3 is tough enough as it is when you're not hitting shots. How much more difficult does that make it?
It makes it a lot more difficult. I mean, they do a great job of forcing you into tough shots. When you go up against a defense like that, you have to be really aggressive and try to attack from the inside out. And we didn't do that. We settled for a lot of threes, a lot of long jump shots instead of trying to get right at the rim.
Did you do anything different in the second half? It seems like that's when things really started to not go well for you from a shooting perspective.
I mean, in the first half, we were taking those same shots, but we were rebounding them more. The second half, we kind of stopped going to the rebound or to the boards, and that's kind of when the game swung.
How about you, for you personally? Were they keying in on you, you think? I mean, it seemed like you had a difficult time out there.
I mean, I'm sure whenever I caught it in the middle of their zone, it seemed like 3 or 4 guys was always around me. I did my best to try to kick it to the open shooters, but and then I tried to be as aggressive as I could. I mean, the shots just weren't there. I wasn't getting any foul calls. I wasn't being aggressive enough.
You talked earlier about how proud everybody is of you guys back home and what you guys have done. Do you think this is the type of run that can really propel this program in the future?
Oh, it definitely will. We have a great recruiting class coming in next year. I mean, there's nowhere for us to go but up from here. We have a lot of experience coming back with myself and Giddy. I mean, you have Quay and Jacob, Ed, Jake Manette were both out with injuries. So we have a lot of experience coming back, and then we'll have a great group of recruits who will come in and make an impact immediately.
All right, thank you guys. Reggie Upshaw talking after Middle Tennessee went down yesterday in the second round of the tournament, but just a remarkable season for the Blue Raiders for sure. Another local team that had a remarkable season, the Tennessee State Tigers. One of the biggest turnarounds in college basketball, from 5 wins each of the past 2 years to 20 this season, tying a school record for wins. They get back into the postseason, go down in the CIT last week to Ball State in a double overtime heartbreaker. We'll get more on that, plus talk with head coach Dana Ford, and then we'll dive into some of this bracket stuff as well, including Dana Ford's take on some of these brackets. And we will do that when we come back on the other side of this break. Stay tuned. You're watching SportsLine here on News Channel 5+.